Download this code and get free GPT-4o from codegive.com, link in the description below. #### tutorial, working with Java URL for local files. In Java, the java.net.url class can be used to represent a uniform resource locator, which is a pointer to a resource on the internet. However, it can also be used to access local files. This tutorial will guide you through the basics of using the URL class with local file paths. ######. What is a URL? A URL provides a way to access resources, and it consists of several components including the protocol, example HTTP, HTTPS, file, the host name, port, and the path to the resource. When dealing with local files, the protocol used is usually file. ######. Creating a URL for local files. To create a URL object for a local file, you can use the file protocol followed by the absolute path to the file. Here's how you can do this. 1. Import necessary classes. You need to import the java.net.url and java.io classes. 2. Create a URL object. You can create a URL object using the constructor that takes a string representation of the URL. #####. Example code. Here is a simple example demonstrating how to create a URL for a local file and read its contents. #####. Explanation of the code. 1. File path. Change c/path/to/your/file.txt to the actual path of the file you want to read. 2. Creating URL. The new URL, file, null, file path, constructor creates a URL object that points to the local file. 3. Reading the file. A buffered reader is used to read the contents of the file line by line. 4. Error handling. The code includes exception handling for malformed URL exception and IO exception to catch potential errors. #####. Important notes. Make sure to use the absolute path of the file when creating the URL. The file protocol is intended for local file access. For remote files, you would use HTTP or HTTPS. The to_URI method is used to convert the URL to a URI, which is then used to create a file object. #####. Conclusion. In this tutorial, you learned how to create a URL for a local file in Java and how to read its contents using a buffered reader. This approach can be useful for accessing local resources in applications where you need to interact with files on the file system.